So this was the first human being that received the Neuralink chip. Neuralink's first user is constantly multitasking with his brain implant. Noland is the first to get Elon Musk's brain device. The 30-year-old speaks to Wired about what it's like to use a computer with his mind and gain a new sense of independence. Sadly, some of the threads, they call them threads, are coming out. They're retracting out. But then they say that no, they've moved back into the, who knows. I'll say this, there's a company called Precision, and they seem to be having a better, they've been working with quadriplegics. I think they're an organization that truly wants to help. I think Elon Musk puts up like he wants to help, but really he has more interests in the brain for other reason. I just do. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first to say, oh, I'm wrong. But I would want hard evidence that he's not a globalist anymore. So anyway, this Precision company, they don't need to go so far into the cortex and all that. They do go under the skull, and it's like certain areas of mesh, but not into the brain, like just laying on top of it. And that's been actually showing more of a success rate than Neuralink. But of course you're not going to hear about that because, you know, it's only Musk that wants to save humanity, right? So Noland was asked, you know, basically what happened, you know, after he found out he knew it was going to be a trial and he didn't know if he'd get in. He had to do all these tests, and so then he's answering a question about, you know, after he found out, he said that he was going to be one of the test subjects. Right before my initiation into Neuralink. My initiation? It's a little bizarre, isn't it, right? I think it is. Right before my initiation, and initiations in quotes, into Neuralink. I was trying to learn a lot more. I was trying to get my life back on track because I had kind of done nothing for 5 years after my accident. Yeah, I think he broke or crushed his spinal cord because he jumped in shallow water. Or dived in shallow water, something like that. So I started learning languages and stuff. The 2 years before the Neuralink trial, I was actively trying to better myself. The day after your surgery, Musk posted on X that the device was showing neuron spike detection. Was it really that fast? I was lying in my hospital bed right after surgery, and they came in and woke up the implant for the first time, and woke up the implant. They showed me a screen with different channels on it, and they said they were real-time signals that the Neuralink was picking up in my brain, so I knew it was working. And then this is just talking about the threads that have come out, but he has thousands and thousands. I didn't have, so they said, were you aware that it was possible that the threads could come out? Yeah, because the threads are retracting it, detract out of the brain. I didn't have any knowledge that it was possible. I don't think they saw it in any of the animal trials. By the way, speaking of animals, 1,500 animals were sacrificed for this continual Neuralink. I know that doesn't matter to some people, but it matters to some too. So I had heard that it had maybe happened in one of the monkeys, but that it was much different. It was never anticipated that it would happen in me. But there were a lot of things that they didn't expect with the human brain, like just how much it moves. It threw off a lot of calculations for how things should be going. So basically, you know, Elon Musk or whoever, it's just constantly in your head, knowing, like, it's just, not that I want to take away from, you know, this 30-year-old's, you know, that it's given him more independence. There is some companies that are actually working in a much less invasive way than Elon Musk, and I think I understand wanting to be as independent as you can, especially when you're a paraplegic or quadriplegic, but maybe try the company Precision. Even though the news never talks about it, they seem to be having a way better success rate and doing much of the same things, except not so invasive, not going into the cortex, into all the folds of the brain. It might also be good to know that, well, BlackRock's been in the neurotech and Neuralace business, just like Elon. Neurotech, a leading brain-computer interface company, revealed its next-generation neural interface, Neuralace. Yeah, Elon Musk is tied to that too. This week at Society for Neuroscience 2022, the ultra-high channel count flexible electrode gives an important glimpse into the innovative technology that will fuel the company's future. BCI's Neuralace demonstrates our belief in where the science must go in order to unlock true potential. Yeah, no, you guys can head there. We'll even send you up to Mars. But no, real science, ethical science. And then it goes on to say, founder and CEO of BlackRock, this concept technology is the start of BlackRock's journey toward a whole brain data capture that will transform the way neurological disorders are treated. You see why I don't like these people going near, because they also want to, do this stuff on people with mental illness. So we know what BlackRock's all about. So I'm going to do my own weave here, okay? Bring from my last video to this one, coming back around. Again, this is Trump who said this at a rally in Pennsylvania. When I do the weave, you know what the weave is, Trump asked the crowd. Quote, I'll talk about 9 different things and they all come back brilliantly together. He continued, waving his arms and interlocking his fingers. What does it remind? I mean, the neurons in the brain itself. So the weave is this, in my opinion, now you can write that off, but yeah, you shouldn't write coincidences off. Because again, Elon Musk has created threads to weave a computer into your brain. That's what he did with that Noland. It goes all into the, brain. The brain. The weave. And then what they really want to weave is they want everybody to weave together so that we can be a collective consciousness, all being controlled by machinery, and that machinery will be the ethical, well, as they think, but not true, will be an ethical government. So they're not going, this isn't going to go anywhere, okay? There's a reason that people like Elon Musk are rushing, but they don't realize it's over. I mean, for that side. This is not going to take off. There'll be help for people, like true help. What Elon Musk is trying to do is map the brain. He just wants in people's brains because, and I'm not saying, he just seems, likely follows the prince of darkness of air. Everything's about machinery and it's about electrics. Like they think, okay, well, the brain's electric, the heart, we know the heart's electric. Yeah, there's a lot of, in physical form that we operate on an electrical energy level. But there's much more to us. Those that aren't the sons of disobedience, that is. But you can't really explain that to people. But this is what science does. It goes down crazy land. If you're literally turning over your will and your life to man doing this, because this can be hacked, it will be controlled by somebody. It's like putting Elon Musk in your head. No, I don't know. And it's like a weave. It's the hive mind. So as Trump said, as he was interlocking his fingers, talking about the weave. Neuralink and consciousness, merging minds with machines. Understanding the core concepts behind Neuralink and brain-machine interfacing. Delve into the implications of merging. Nope, no merging going on here. Too much merging, actually, going on everywhere. Perfect to end with. Begin to weave, and God will give the threads. Amen to that.